variety of soft plastic baits will work real well for working the rock piles. This is a Got Striper bait. It's rigged with a single hook, Gamakatsu O'Shaughnessy hook. It's a great bait for these shallow water areas. You twitch it on the surface or just below the surface, and its articulated body looks just like a bait fish from below. This is a 7.5-inch slug-go. It's one of my favorites. And but smaller slug-gos also work. This is a 6-inch slug-go. I know exactly. Oh, there's a striper. Come on, get him. Got him. See them all down there? So it's not a huge fish, but we're using the trolling motor, getting in tight to these rocks where they like to live. You can see a big boulder down there right now. Hard-bodied baits like the Bomber 16A work real well. This is a great lure for early season. It's sometimes called a clown pattern just because of the colors, but it looks just like a squid. And this time of year, there's lots of squid usually in the shallow waters in the bays, and that's what these fish really like to feed on. Another lure that I really like to use to kind of get the fish excited and stir it up is the Cordell pencil popper. It has rattles. You can hear the rattles in it, and I really feel the rattles make a big difference with stripers. Yet another lure that's really effective in the early season is a Jumpin Minnow, the Rebel Jumpin Minnow. It's an oldie but a goodie. This is and again, the bone color or pearl color is just dynamite in the early season. Again, I think it's because it imitates a squid, and it also has, you can listen, you can hear it, little rattles inside, like the Cordell pencil popper. Really makes a difference. My terminal setup for working the rock piles is pretty basic. I tie a 1 to 2 foot loop in the end of my main line using a bimini twist or a spider hitch. Either one works well. And then I tie that to a section, maybe a 3 foot section of 20 to 30 pound test fluorocarbon leader, and I connect the two with a what's known as a Bristol knot or a no-name knot. It's very simple to tie. When fishing Cordell pencil poppers and Rebel Jumpin Minnows, I like to use a non-slip mono loop knot. The loop knot allows the lure greater freedom of movement rather than tying the leader directly to the eye of the lure. Whether I'm fishing hard-bodied baits or soft plastic baits, I use the same setup. Basically, I've got here is a Penn 5500 spinning reel, and it's loaded with 12-pound test monofilament. A lot of people like to use braid. Braid is great. I happen to prefer monofilament for this type of casting. I match this with a 7.5 foot Okuma Guide Select Series rod. It's a rod that's rated for 7 to 15-pound test line, and it's a great rod. It's very sensitive, and it allows me to work those soft plastic baits in the shallow waters, give them a lot of action. Come on, eat it. Eat it. Ah, Jesus. That's frustrating.